It says on cellular backup, but I cannot access the base station. So I have to do a reset. Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today I'll give you an update on my Ring Alarm Pro, which I upgraded to about 2 months ago, and I will link that video in the description down below if you haven't seen it yet. I upgraded from my regular first gen Ring Alarm and I got a 1-month trial of the Ring Protect Pro. And at that time there's no option for me to upgrade from my 100 a year plan to the new one, which is 200 bucks a year. So I waited until it expired and nothing happened. I didn't get a notice and the orange little warning went away, and I still have all the features of the Ring Protect Pro like the backup internet and the Ring Edge or their local recording. So I'm assuming they will charge me the $200 a year subscription in my renewal date, which is this coming August. I also did get some questions in my first video of this Ring Alarm Pro because of its built-in Eero router, if you can add it up to your current setup instead of making it as your primary router, which is how I set up mine and what Ring recommends. And some of you have said that it can. It just needs to be a separate network though. So to get the benefits of the Ring Edge and the backup internet, you still have to connect your devices to this separate network. Now, I'm not sure about the interference if you have too strong signaled Wi-Fi inside your house, but it can be done if you want to. I just haven't tested it. Also, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you. I also recently purchased the Ring Alarm Pro's Power Pack, and in a bit I'll tell you why this is needed, especially if you have the Ring Alarm Pro. Also, I did get into an issue during testing the Power Pack's battery life, and I will tell you about it later on the video. So Ring engineers, keep on watching. We will first do the unboxing, install it, and at the same time I will also change the placement of my Ring Alarm Pro to a central location in the house. And we will test how the Power Pack and the Alarm Pro works when the power and internet are out, and also how long the battery charge will last in an actual scenario. Let's see what the features this Power Pack have. It is stackable, and you can connect up to 3 of them under your Ring Alarm Pro to give 24 hours of backup battery, so 8 hours per battery pack. It says 3 here, but you can actually add up to 4 of them in a single Ring Alarm Pro, or you can also add it to your Eero 6 extender, powering it up when you have power outage. Now, you might question why you will need the battery pack because the Ring Alarm Pro has a built-in battery that can last up to 24 hours. Well, the Alarm Pro's internal battery will last 24 hours only in low power mode. That means it will continue to monitor your house and have the alarm cellular backup if the alarm gets triggered on that 24 hours, but you will have limited access to the alarm via the app, and also the backup internet will not be available. I've tested this, and if you don't have the Power Pack, within 10 minutes the Alarm Pro will go into low power mode, so you will only have 10 minutes of backup internet. And this is the reason why you will need at least 1 Power Pack so that you can use the backup internet when power is out. You can always use a UPS or an uninterrupted power supply to be the backup battery. But with the Ring Power Pack, you can monitor the battery life in the app. Time to unbox this. The Power Pack just comes in a gray box and with a simple labeling that says Ring Power Pack. Inside, you will get a short USB-C cable that is color-coded, blue and orange. And we have the user guide, and we have the battery pack itself. Matted finish, which is the same as the alarm unit. And it does have some weight to it because of the batteries. On the back, we have 2 USB-C ports that are labeled. So from the blue power out port, it will go to the Ring Alarm's power in port. And the power in orange will be from the Ring Alarm Pro's power adapter. So time to set this up, and there's no need for the app. I have my Ring Alarm Pro unplugged here, and it is currently being powered by its internal battery. Just stack the Power Pack on the bottom. Plug in the blue side of the USB-C cable to the Power Pack, and plug in the orange tip to the power port of the Alarm Pro. This is also the time I'm going to relocate my Alarm Pro to a central location in the house, and this is where I'm plugging in the power adapter of the Ring Alarm Pro to the power in port of the battery pack. You also get a notification that power has been restored. So now the power is back, and also the Power Pack is now being charged. I charged the Power Pack from 15% battery life to 100% in about 11 to 12 hours. Time to do some testing. So now both the Power Pack and the main alarm unit's internal batteries are fully charged. When internet is out, like when you unplug your modem, there's no notification from the Ring app. and it takes a good 2 to 3 minutes for the Ring Alarm Pro's router and backup internet to take over. As you can see here, the Wi-Fi status light is still green. And if I try to use the internet on my phone, there is no internet yet. There is a lag time before the backup internet kicks in. So after a minute or so, that is the time that the Alarm Pro will show that there's no Wi-Fi and internet and will show a red status light. One thing that Ring needs to add to this is to give the user a notification that the internet is down or a notification that the backup internet is being used. So after almost 3 minutes, internet is back and this is now using Ring's backup internet. Now time to unplug the main power from the power pack and the Alarm Pro. Within around 10 seconds, you will get a notification that the Alarm Pro is using backup power. I did a speed test with the Ring's backup internet, which has a 25 megabits per second download speed. I also want to show how my cameras load up with Ring's backup internet. Remember though that all my other Aero extenders and beacons and my Wi-Fi cameras have power. If there's both power and internet outage, the only Ring cameras or any Wi-Fi cameras that will work are the ones that are battery powered. Also, your Wi-Fi network will only be limited to the Alarm Pro if all your other extenders don't have power. So keep that in mind. And that is one reason I have to place my Ring Alarm Pro in the middle of the house. But on this scenario, we are only testing the Ring's internet. And you can see that we are in 24/7 backup internet. Everything works, and my Ring floodlight has no problems loading up. My Ring Pro 2 loads up fine. Same thing with my Ring Stick-Up Cam 3 and my Spotlight Cam. And just to test other cameras, my Eufy Floodlight Cam 2 Pro also loads up fine. Because the backup internet is using the same Wi-Fi credentials, all your Wi-Fi devices that use your in-home internet will also work with the backup internet without needing for them to reboot or reset. Finally, let's go to battery life. I unplugged the Ring Alarm Pro at 9:28 in the morning and used the backup internet for about a couple hours. And every hour on the hour, it is losing about 9 to 10% of its battery life. At 5:24 p.m., I got a notification that the power pack is running low, and that is 24% battery life left. At around 7:54, the power pack is only 1% battery life left, and I got a notification that now it is using the Ring Alarm Pro's internal battery, which is fully charged. I then now unplug the modem to start the backup internet because I want to know how long the internal battery will last before the base station will shut it down to save battery life. And it was not long, because at around 8 p.m., the backup internet turned off. So I plugged in both the modem and power back on, but after 15 minutes, the Alarm Pro is still on cellular backup. And I think it is safe to say that it will stay that way, and I have to manually reset it. And I remembered my first video that I have to call customer support, and I did have to reset it also because the alarm got stuck in cellular mode, which is the same thing that is happening, and Ring needs to address this. The issue is that the Alarm Pro is fully charged, and it was only able to provide less than 10 minutes of backup internet before going to power save mode. And this is actually the third time that I've noticed this. With just the Ring Alarm Pro and without a power pack, your backup internet is just about 10 minutes, and it will shut down because it will go to power save mode. And this is why you need a power pack. Aside from that, battery life of the pack is pretty good, from 9:28 a.m. to 7:53 p.m., so more than 10 hours, and more than what Ring stated it to last. But at this time, we have the reset issue, which Ring needs to address, and come to think of it, I never resetted my first gen Ring alarm, and it has been to multiple power outages. My other nitpick on the Alarm Pro is it would be nice if Ring sends a notification to the user when the Alarm Pro switches to backup internet, just like when it sends a notification that the alarm is using battery power. And this is an easy update to do. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.